Alright, hello everyone. Watching Retrothon 2025 here. I am TheCowness here, gonna run Death Rally for you in a minute. So, a couple of things I want to go over before we get started. First of all, you know, if you want to know what Death Rally is, there's some screenshots of it there. It's just a top-down racing game. Came out in 1996, DOS game. Used to have to close out of Windows, go into DOS to boot this up. I remember doing that when I was about 6 years old, using command lines to play these games that I was probably a little too young for. It's fine, there's minimal blood in this game, it's okay. So yeah, I had these up last time I ran this in Retrothon 2021, these previews of the full game, but there's one thing I want to highlight before we get into the game here. I found the shareware version of this game and found out it has a how to order page. So why don't we look at that real quick. What do you get if you order the full version of Death Rally? Look at all these bullet points. You know, if you order today, you receive the following: 19 different tracks. There's only 6 in the shareware version. A total of 6 increasingly faster cars, you know. None of them are downgrades, of course. More engine, tire, and armor upgrades. That's not even true. 20 megs of breathtaking cinematics. Breathtaking. That's 3 total cutscenes, and we're going to watch them all today. The final showdown against the adversary. Obviously, the shareware version doesn't have the final boss. More and more music. That's good. 4-player, multiplayer, in parenthesis, totally cool, exclamation mark. All the nasty underground market stuff available in every race. They aren't arbitrarily locked. A game manual. Order the full version. You get a game manual. Several cheats if you're not up to the challenge. Several of Apogee's hottest new shareware games, including the shareware for the game that you just purchased. And more challenges, more fun. I don't know what that's even referring to. I think they just told the marketing person we need 12 bullet points. If you want to order this game today, the price is a mere $29.95. Because this was the 90s, things didn't cost 99 cents in the 90s. That's inflation. Things used to cost 95 cents. Only $5 shipping. You just call the toll-free number 1-800-APOGEE1. I imagine that phone number is probably no longer working. I could be wrong. Or you can mail or fax in your order. Order now or you'll be missing more than 3/4 of the game. All right, so let's get started. We'll close out of this, open up the full version, and we'll start off by watching most of those 20 megs of action-packed cinematics. And you're gonna see that banner down at the bottom of my screen whenever I'm in a cutscene or in gameplay, because gameplay for some reason is 5:3 resolution instead of standard 4:3. So I put that there to make the restreaming earlier. Yeah, look at this. This is actual total gameplay. If there's any youngins watching who, you know, you watch modern game trailers and you're like, oh, that's not real gameplay. It's not, the game's not actually gonna look that good. This is what we used to have. You know, they used to use scenes like this to sell this game. That's you know, top down, probably 256 color game. There weren't games that looked like this running at this frame rate in the 90s, unfortunately. But man, if there were, why would you not buy this game after watching this? 1996. Look at this. Oh, he's getting past. And here comes the Mach 5 with its double miniguns. Also, if you actually want this game, do not mail $30 to Apogee. It's $5 on Steam. You want Death Rally Classic, not the terrible remake they made a couple years ago. That wasn't a couple, it was like 10-15 years ago at this point. Even the remake is old. Alright, so a couple of things we're going to do differently versus when I ran this, what was it, 2021? I ran the easy difficulty of this. I'm going to take Duke Nukem's portrait there, because if you don't use this portrait, he's an enemy in the game and he has really good armor, so you don't want to race against him. But yeah, we want armor. I ran Speed Makes Me Dizzy difficulty last time we were doing this 4 years ago. I'm going to do I Live to Ride today. It's much the same, just a little longer. Technically my timer starts here, so I'll get it started, or else I will forget to start it. So first thing here, you know what, let's try the medium race. So, we'll just jump right in. I may or may not win this. Hell Mountain's a pretty easy track to win on, but I don't have any car upgrades yet. So... Oh! Okay, that's not a good start. Oh, 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 oh! Oh, they're gonna kill me. Out of my way. Okay, well, we're probably, yeah. We're just gonna start it over. The collision in this game is super wonky. What did I name myself? Somewhere in the orange area. That's fine. That can happen. We're gonna take the easy one this time because I don't want to race on Oasis. So, what typically makes this track good is that there's a lot of sharp turns that we didn't even really get to because I died immediately. Yeah. Hello? I just stopped. My up arrow wasn't registering. Yeah, this is a 90s game, so I'm actually playing it with the arrow keys, not WASD. But, yeah, you'll see as I turn corners before I upgrade my tires that my tires screech every time I make a turn that's 90 degrees or sharper, and I lose a lot of speed. And the AI opponents, they don't upgrade their cars at all throughout the run, so they will always lose speed on those sharp turns. So, we want tracks like this. The one that they put in medium the second time, Oasis. Also, that is not a Mario Kart mushroom. You don't want the mushrooms. Unless you've played this as much as I have, in which case you really don't notice the effect anymore, but yeah, watch out for that. But yeah, the Oasis was a short track with, like, it's just a circle, so that's a very hard track to beat any car that's faster than you. I'm gonna stop here for a second. So this is the leaderboard. My goal is to get to the top of this. Once I reach number 1, I race the final boss. So that established, we're gonna go through here. I'm also gonna read these poems down at the bottom. I didn't do that last time, but these are fun. Listen, this is True Tom talking. Once I tried to prove my gas pedal metal in a race against the adversary. I lost. Only once did I hear him speak. It was when he raised his fire-crowned head and said, "Racer boy, I'm gonna mow you dead." I completely forgot about those until like 2 weeks ago. I just passively read one and I'm like, wait, these are an awesome part of the game. I gotta read these during the run. So if I'm like, you know, 90 seconds overestimate, it's because I'm reading those. And this car's so slow. It's so hard to like do a run of this game and then start over and have the original car again. Oh. You spilled your spirit animal. Yeah, most of the racers in this game, maybe all of them, are like references to like 90s celebrities and pop culture icons, and I don't even know all of them. I was growing up in that era, but a little too young to know who some of them were. And I just don't care enough to research it. You can see that Liz just hit a mushroom, and it does actually affect the opponents. That is something that I would never expect in a racing game, is for an item like that that gives you a visual impairment, that it would actually make the AI players swerve around. Get me covered pretty quickly though. Yeah, if you saw the last run I did of this, generally the goal is going to be to knock out all of the other racers, but especially early on when I've got the starting car and an unupgraded middle car, it's going to be very difficult to do that, so I'm going to settle for just winning the races. Oh no! Oh, you actually did pass me. No. So yeah, take the engine. So these, yeah, the next poem. You want to know if it's safe? Listen to True Tom. This is the score. Things can get out of hand real speedy like. I'm talking about the world lighting up, shining blast white, and then nothing. I'm talking about going out in a blaze of glory. You have been warned. Yeah, the underground market there There's 4 things you can buy. I only buy 2 of them just because I don't want to spend the money to get all of them. Obviously, mines are pretty self-explanatory. You see what they're doing right now. These are mines. Sabotage is the other one I buy. When you start the race, it orders the 4 racers by their order on the leaderboard. So the person lowest on the board starts in the front. So typically the fastest cars are going to start in the back. And sabotage will damage the person starting in the back, unless it's you. And it'll deal between 25% and 50% of their total health. So that's kind of an obnoxious RNG factor at times. If it only does 25% damage, then it doesn't really help you take out that person. But it's really nice that it targets the fastest car, because in a race like this, Dark Raider had by far the fastest car in this race, but he started low on health. So I just zooped out in front of him, dropped a bunch of mines. Mines have a lot of stopping power, so when you hit mines, your car just stops, and that allowed the other 2 cars to catch up to him and shoot him a lot, and helped me take him out. So yeah, and then the other 2 items, spiked bumpers makes you deal more damage when you're ramming somebody, but I don't buy those because I just don't really need it. And then rocket fuel makes your turbo go even faster. It's kind of hard to tell when I'm using turbo on this car because it's just so slow, but when I hold shift I go faster. And there's a meter for that in the top left. Yeah, and rocket fuel powers that up a bit, and it also damages your car slightly while you're using it. So yeah, I'm going to keep racing on medium here until I can afford the Shrieker, which was what Dark Raider's car was. Looks kind of like a Camaro. But yeah, and then after that I'm going to go to the hard races, because the main RNG factor which determines how long this game takes is the leaderboard. Because even if I don't sign up for easy or hard, those races happen, and whoever wins those races gains a bunch of points. So whoever wins hard gains 10 points, and right now if I win medium I only gain 5 points. So yeah, I'm, you know, racing medium, I'm never going to make it to the top of the leaderboard. Sam Speed starts out at the top of the board with 100 points, but if he races every time I'm on medium, then by the time I get to hard, he has 150 points instead of 100. So that's 5 more races I need to do to finish the game. And on average, he'll probably have like 120, or somebody else will pass him with about 120. But, you know, very good or very bad RNG can swing the run a couple of minutes just from that alone. Can I finish this? Almost. I think there's a giant $sign at the finish line, so I'm probably going to follow him until we get back over there, and I'm going to pick that up. Yeah, okay. No, no! No, I can't get it. He did that on purpose. Go, go! Eh! Oh, well. It's probably like 1,500 bucks at this point. I think 1,200. It looked like I got 120 from one of the smaller ones. Perk up, this is a free news flash. I am True Tom Reimer, and I know the road. I got petrol in my veins. I got wind in my engine-oiled hair. I've been where you are now, hotshot, thunderboy, young blood. I've been further down the road than you'll ever get. Thanks, Tom.
Get ready to go.
Yeah, our starting car is pretty much inspired by a Volkswagen Beetle. It's called the Vagabond. Level 2 car is the pickup truck you see. I don't know if it's based off a specific pickup truck. They all kind of looked the same in the 90s. They all kind of look the same today. Third car is the Sentinel, which is what Iron John was driving till he got taken out. I shouldn't be trying to kill everybody on this map. Map is too short. I don't have enough ammo. Yeah, we'll just pass you. Yeah. Yeah, and then the fourth car is the Shrieker I was talking about. I believe it is inspired by the Camaro. The fifth car, which we won't see till I get to the hard races, is inspired by the Aston Martin, and the Mach 5, the Deliverator, is the final car. I will probably not buy the Deliverator until the final boss race unless I have a lot of money rolling in.
Final act, go for it.
I did 2 practice runs yesterday, and one was extremely good. I was like 10 minutes under estimate. I had the deliberator like 2 races early, and the other one I did was extremely unfortunate. There were almost no races where I could kill all the other cars. It was like 5 minutes over, I think. I think 10 with me doing some extra stuff. Oops. Repairs. Boink. Are you ready for the ride, magical and mysterious? A long way down the yellow brick road, through zillions of miles of blitzkrieg battle, prolonged and blazing, trailblaze through the multitude of unknown uphill struggles the road sends your way. I think after this one I'll be able to buy the Shrieker.
Get ready to go.
Yeah, I actually meant to comment on that when it happened too, as the 3 dervishes racing on medium. Because right now there are 11 cars, I think, that can sign up for medium. No, yeah, 11. Yeah, 3 Shriekers, 3 Sentinels, and 4 dervishes. 4 Sentinels, 4 dervishes. 3, 4, 4. So 3 of the 4 dervishes signed up. The dervishes are also able to sign up for easy. I don't know if that really affects the odds. Okay, I actually can kill all 3 of them here. Alright. So that's going to become the goal in every race going forward, now that I can afford the Shrieker, is to kill everybody, because it's much faster than finishing the races, and you get the sponsor shows up if you kill everybody, the Grim Reaper, and pays you for doing that. I'm going to buy these before I upgrade my car, because it costs more after you upgrade.
One hell of a piece of machinery.
We're going to go take out a loan so that we can at least get a tire upgrade. And yeah, that'll work. Alright. It's gonna take a race or 2 before I can get some better upgrades. I might be aborting this one. We'll see. So there's the Mach 5. I am no match for it. We'll see if the Wraith can take it out though. She might be dead. Yeah, okay. I might take 2nd place to Mac, but I don't care about that. Mad Singular Mac. You might have seen him in the sequel where there were plural Macs. This is the original. Ow, 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 ow. Ow, ow, ow. You know what? 2nd place is fine. So, the payouts you get for winning these. 1st place on the medium race gives me $3,000 and 5 points on the leaderboard. 2nd place here, I think, is $6,000 and 7 points. It's not a big deal. What I really needed to happen though was I needed Jane to die, or else she would gain 10 points and I would be stuck in 3rd place, gaining 4 points, which basically means that I slide backwards 6 points. I cannot have any of the deliverators gaining more points, or I may as well just not have done the race at all. So that's why I'm quick saving before every race. It's not just like marathon safety in case I die again. It's because I can't have certain people gaining points. But it's fine if Mac wins. It just ruins my winning streak. If I win 3 times in a row, I get a cash bonus. Yeah. Yeah, especially now with only 1 tire and 1 engine upgrade, I'm not worried about getting 3rd place. The same speed's up at 120. Motor Mary is actually 2nd place. What do these cost? 1,000 together? I'll grab another engine. Ride that whirlwind. Put some heavy metal to the pedal. Put that hammer down and aim your nose towards that myth-shrouded final challenge. The adversary awaits. Here you come now. There's no turning back now. True Tom can see you coming. I tell no lies. He doesn't tell lies, but he also doesn't really tell you anything at all. This is not a good track to be on. So this is a very wide open track. If you recall earlier, I was talking about how tracks with tight corners are our friends. That is not this track. Okay, she's dead. That's all I care about. I don't know if I'll be able to pass him. I might, because he's the worst of the Wraiths. Most of the groupings of cars seem like they have one opponent that's just a little bit faster than the other opponents with the same car. With the Wraiths, it seems to be the opposite. Like, Quint West is just a little slower than the other three. But like Motor Mary and Mad Mac are both significantly faster than him. Alright. I'll just... Wait, I have all this ammo. Hang on, pass me. What am I doing? We're gonna grab the mushroom. At the same time that I'm going to apologize for picking that up, I'm going to pick up more of them too. So... Or I could not. Yep. When you get good at this game, after you kill everybody, you know, you realize you have just the right amount of time to do a shave and a haircut on the horn before the race ends. So it's something worth practicing. Yeah, if you have Duke Nukem's portrait and you use the name Duke Nukem, you also get that armor bonus, which is like stronger than if you have level 4 armor, but the leaderboards consider it to be a cheat, so we don't do it in speedruns. Like, it's insanely strong armor, so we just take his portrait so that we don't have to race against him. Oh, you passed him real quick. It should be gone, yeah, okay. I don't know. Wait, what are you doing here? Where happened to the other guy? The other guy's much faster than you. Why are you here? You fall off the track? You kind of saw this in the last race at the very end, but if somebody gets knocked completely out of bounds, usually they'll just turn in counterclockwise circles over and over, trying to get back on the track and not being able to. Okay, I got enough ammo. I'll wait for him. He's a ways behind me. He must have gotten knocked off the track, but I think he recovered. I think he recovered. Okay, he recovered. What was that? You're not driving okay, man. Alright. Ram out of the wall one or two more times and... I gotta be kind of careful on this map because there's a few places on the edge of the map where there aren't walls. It's just the edge of the map and you don't collide with the edge of the map. So you just kind of get stuck there nudging the guy. I was too late on my shave and haircut. I barely got it. We're good. Alright, so about 7 more races. And then it'll be final boss time. We can afford that. I don't really know how much money the armor saves you, but it feels like it does save you money, so... This one we might be resetting because there's 2 deliverators. We'll see though. Sometimes this works out because the faster one is the one that... What? Okay. Knock me all the way over. Okay, we're just gonna... Yeah, 90s collision is great. So my baby walked when I bought me a new set of wheels instead of a wedding ring. Any regrets? For a while there, but now all the bitter regrets are in the past. Blurred streets, sweet street lights, speeding past fast, the rush, the high, death rally, drive it, love it. Butchered that one. Sabotage did its job. Might be okay here if these guys let me pass. Okay. Got her? Got her? Okay, she's out. Pretty sure I'm only remembering to read about half of those, but that's fine. They eventually repeat too, so... You'll get most of them. Ow. Oh, it did that, but... I was looking to see if I picked up the ammo and hit 2 more mines. Ow, come back. That shouldn't count as me skipping part of the track. This game does have like checkpoints along the road, so if you drive out of bounds to try to skip something, then you'll end up having to repeat the lap. Like there, if he doesn't drive back on the road and he didn't, that's actually obnoxious. Okay. I'm gonna turn around. Wait, no, that lap counted for him? No way. Okay, well, we'll get him. Okay, yeah, apparently that lap counted for him. I don't know how. So if you get lapped in this game, you lose all of your rewards for the race. But if you reach the last lap, you can't be lapped. So you can do that. I'll buy the last timer, why not? I need about 60,000 bucks to buy the Deliberator. I need to be able to buy at least one tire upgrade with it. It's like 45,000 base, and then the tire upgrades are like 5,000 each at the start. But the Shrieker is just fine for now, so unless I have plenty of money, there's no reason to buy it, really. Yeah, you still have aim, don't you? Shoot him. Back up. Go. That wasn't great. Ah! Okay, Greg's out mines, noted. It's not fun to find out somebody has mines, but once you know, you can avoid them pretty easy. You get used to the timing of how often they drop them and how close you have to be to them for them to drop one. And then you just swerve immediately once you reach that range. I'm gonna do it again. There it is. And he's gonna do it again. I'll ram him into this. I don't know if this is actually a wall. It seems to be. The right side and the top are not walls. Like if I ran him here, I'm not colliding with him as much as I would be. Okay, apparently I'm at 92% health. Okay, he's dead though. I don't have to touch him. Okay, well, he died there. I was gonna say he was gonna hit the mine that he just placed by Sam Speed's burning car, but... Okay. This is how it goes. You're driving, you're singing, hang on baby, this is what I do. It's doable, alright? Winnable, and the bullets take the sky, like clouds a locust. The end is nigh. Race over, get it? Bada bada bada. You have been warned. There's a lot of phrases that just get randomly thrown into those poems, like, you have been warned. Meow. Ow. No, I need to get past you and mine you. Okay. Nope. Only one mine left, that's not great. I'll try to shoot him around this train. Max in the way. Okay, we're good. I think max spikes did a lot of damage there. Did I get that ammo? I think Sam actually picked it up. Oh yeah, one comment I had at the end of the last race. Do you have mines? No, good. The enemy racers don't know the difference between a living car and a dead car. That's why whoever it was that was at the end of the last race dropped a mine right next to one of the burning cars because he thought it was a living car and therefore a threat that he needed to drop a mine in front of. You would also notice, if you pay attention, like, they'll shoot their machine guns at dead cars too as they pass. It's kind of silly that they didn't account for that. Okay, we got 4 more races and then the final race. Assuming we win them all, but hey, it's going well so far. I missed the lore. That's fine.
Get ready to go.
Also, if it isn't clear, there is a delay at the very start of the race before you can start using your guns and mines. It's kind of funny when I listen to this game's OST, I expect to start hearing machine guns like 5 seconds into the song when your weapons would turn on. Come on, just hit a wall and die. I want the low damage bonus. I don't want to ram you. Come on. Come on. Find a mine. Okay, I'm not seeing any ammo. I'm just gonna have to ram him. Oh, wait. Yep. All right, let's get the low damage bonus too. Yep, don't hit that or I lose it. All right. Inconceivable, driver. Not a shadow of scratch in your paint job. Also a bonus for killing all the corpses. You also get a bonus for 3 wins in a row, and you get a bonus for sometimes somebody will pop up when you start a race and either ask you to kill somebody or ask you to pick up an item and get first place. Body and soul, yin and yang. You, my roadward apprentice, are the soul in this exponentially accelerating equation. Your vehicle is the body. Can you feel the precious equilibrium slipping and tail sliding from your control? Don't lose it now. Stay tuned. Race time. There is no tail sliding in this game. Every car has all-wheel drive. Saw Nasty Nick fell to 4th place, so it probably wouldn't matter if he finished this race. I'd still rather he didn't. If I get 2nd place, then it's +1 race to how many I need to finish. Just because it's 7 points instead of 10. Okay. Just let them go. These arrows do speed you up, by the way. It's kind of weird because it's the only thing like that in this game. It's just this track and the mirror that have it. Okay, well, his lap's not gonna count. It sure didn't. That's kind of bad though, because there's some rubber banding in this game, and if he's that far behind me, then he's gonna be going fast. So I don't know if I'm gonna be killing him now. Probably get to lap 6 and turn around and try to ram him. Yeah, he'll still be on lap 5, so it's fine. Give it one shot. Of course he passes me under the overlay. Whatever. I know it's confused because I'm actually in 1st place. The game is wrong. I'm just gonna say that. That happened to me earlier today too. But even if it weren't wrong. Woo! Okay. Listen, this is True Tom talking. Yes, I speak to you now from my car coffin grave. It was the adversary that put me here, the demon king of the race. You would do well to fear him. I tell no lies. I know True Tom does. Listen, and listen close. Fear him. Yes. That was a minimum roll on my sabotage. 25 damage. So yeah, this True Tom guy is apparently dead. And I still have to listen to him. Nonsensical 90s racing poems. Wow, he still died. Okay. That's how much damage the Wraith's machine guns do. Why am I shooting you? I'm not gonna be able to pass her, am I? Maybe. Ah, my own mine. More ammo. More ammo. Okay, okay. Mushroom. Ah, I wanted the mushroom, but I knew I was gonna hit the mine if I got it. And I hit the mine anyway. Okay, she'll probably run into him, right? And we'll catch up. Let's see. Nope. She dodged him. She might actually be near the top of the leaderboard because she was earlier. Even though she's not driving a Mach 5, once I buy the Shrieker, the Wraiths start racing on the medium track. So sometimes if they race over and over, they'll creep up in the leaderboards and pass up the Deliverators. So, I don't know, it might add +1 to our race requirements, allowing her to win this. But whatever. At this point, it's too late. If I quit, I still need one more race. Yeah, she's 125. So now we need to get at least 126. Okay, same speed again. Sabotage did more this time though. I'm looking pretty good on time. Probably be a little under, probably if we were to count the extra stuff I did it beforehand, about even. Why are you in the back? Why are the Shriekers just consistently passing everyone today? Ow. Die. Ramming people on the walls in this game just feels so good, because sometimes, you know, you just bonk into them, sometimes you just explode like that. Also, that mine is apparently glitched. Sometimes when you place a mine, it'll glitch, it'll look like it explodes immediately, and then it's just not there, but you can see it. And the AI players know that they're... The AI knows that they're not active, but I don't. Let's see. So I can drive over this? I messed it. I don't even know what happened. That was weird. I wasn't ramming him. I just missed and I went into that alleyway, and I guess I don't fit in that alleyway. I'm surprised I didn't just instantly die from that. That was weird. Alright, 2 races to go. Oh, I have so much money. I should buy the Deliberator. Let's be a Deliberator. Let's see. I don't want the final race to be a complete stomp, so we'll try just 1 engine and 1 tire for now. If I lose to him, then I'll buy everything. But alright, so this is what it's like to drive the Mach 5. I don't need to use my turbo to catch up with everybody. I'm just gonna let them all start out in the lane and shoot each other. Drop a bunch of these mines on this turn where everybody loses all their speed and then you can't dodge. Out of my way. Why did you hit that? That was the most dodgeable mine. Nice. Okay. We're gonna get more of those 20 megs of action pack cinematics here.
You have made it through the road hill purgatory. Now you must face the Demon King, the race, the adversary. Winner takes it all.
There he is. The adversary pulls up in his orange Deliberator. Maybe I should have recolored mine. So apparently, canonically, you're racing him in a Shrieker. I thought about doing that once for the sake of, you know, just demonstration purposes. But if you race him in a Shrieker, he kills you. And it's not really survivable. So, yeah, you get out in front of him and he just kills you with his machine guns before you get to like lap 3 or 4. But yeah, we'll see how this goes with 1 engine, 1 tire. If I lose it the first time, I'll just buy all of the tire upgrades and it won't be a problem. I'll zoop out in the lead like this and we'll just never see him again. Yeah, leave me alone. Looks like even with only 1 engine upgrade, it's not going to be an issue. This is actually a pretty fun race if he's just a little bit faster than you, because every time he tries to pass you, you have to scrape him off onto something. Oh, like that. Exactly like that. And he turns so sharply. Do you see the way he dodges these mines? Now I gotta be careful because there's 2 mines on the track. 1 mine on the track. Okay, we're fine. No, 2 mines. He has mines too, so he might have dropped one of those. Leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. Okay. Okay. Everything's fine. You're fine. Everything is fine. Here he comes again. I've got a bunch of nitro now, though. Ah, I should have minded him. Ooh. Yep. Yep. Okay. Okay. There we go. No, one more lap. Track's had so many laps on it. Alright, right on the music loop we finish. Might keep the money, just demonstration purposes. It's boring if you have too many engine upgrades.
Are victorious. The adversary lies dead in the burning remains of his deliverer. At last, his evil reign is over.
Oh, that's time. That's not bad. That was pretty average RNG. I did pretty well. I don't know how many races I took because it doesn't tell me if I finish. But yeah, so that's Death Rally. Ah, fortune and glory, you are special. True Tom tells no lies. Sweet driver, it's been a long and winding road, but now you have finally arrived. The adversary's evil reign is over. The Demon King is dead. Long live the King of Death Rally. All right. Yeah, so again, that's Death Rally. I don't run this very often, but it's fun to pull out every couple of years and just play through the game a few times. I'm no longer anywhere near the top of the leaderboard. The people who have the record times in this game do strats that I assume you have to reset over a lot, and so they're not really marathon viable, but I just like showing off the game, so. But yeah, it's pretty much all I got for you today. So whenever the admins are ready to take it away, I'm done here. Thanks for watching.